Morning everybody, Fat Steve, Spiceheads-Media, Birmingham New Street, Premier Inn, upstairs, easy access, no issues, no problems. Starting off with some Weetabix. Now normally with the Weetabix I have to ask whatever staff's on for some hot milk, but on this coffee machine here it has a button for hot milk. So I've got a nice latte. I didn't want to push it and ask for cream.
Hi everybody, it's Artista Bobby!
And I'm Fat Steve. And I'm the star of the show, Princess Sandra. And together we're Spicehead-Media. So the hot milk is hot, but it's given the Weetabix a slightly different taste. Well, nothing wrong in that. So I'm having a full breakfast this morning, starting with Weetabix and moving on to berries, and then we're going to have some full English. So I've only got 2 Weetabix, not too many sweeteners. Explained, asked permission from the maitre d' to film. Just me, I need no issues. And as you see today, I'm in my white stuff. So I bought black last week, then the other day I found blue, and now I found white. So just dump that over there. Now, Dawn had a bit of a restless night. I don't know if she's up for coming out today. It frightened her a bit yesterday. Just so many degenerates around. I came out for a fag very early this morning. There were one in the doorway opposite the hotel. As I stepped out from under the covered canopy, there was 2 on the main high street opposite the hotel in the doorway. I think it was 5:30. 4 of them came up separately. Mavering me for a fag. I refused them all. But the last one, don't think he could speak English. Brown skinned. Possibly Spanish, Italian, not sure. And he kept asking and asking. I kept saying no. Then he started with why. I've no money, I want a cigarette. And Kept telling him no. Told him to go away, leave me alone. I think, as I said, this was 5:30, I think. He walked right up in my space, demanded a cigarette, told him to go away. Couldn't see his hands. So as he swayed a little bit, pushed him back. He went flying, fell on his back in the road. Got off a few seconds later, looked at me and wandered off. I felt threatened, harassed, alarmed, distressed. And my only option was to attack, to defend myself. But he got the message. So I put a bit too much juice on these. They're very, very tasty. Notice the bowl is bigger than I'm used to everywhere else. Quite a few people in here. I'm trying to avoid the conversations. I've got this radio mic close up. Berries, as usual, are beautiful.
The end of the meal, which is August, the guy brought out, and I thought it was pudding.
This is actually a breakfast menu. It is the same as everywhere. All you can eat, $10.99, or just a continental. I think that's $7.99 or $8.99. I can't remember. Nice big strawberry.
That explains a lot of eating cleaning products.
So I'm a bit worried about spilling this red stuff on this white stuff. No, I had a look at things in the local area. Well, not the local area, but the surrounding area. And I noticed that Stratford upon Avon is just an hour and 10 minutes. I suggested it to Dawn before I came out. She's having to think about it. Hopefully she'll come. I don't want to do it on my own. So that was the berries, folks. Beautiful. So I'll leave you there for a few minutes and I'll edit whilst I go and get me hot stuff, folks.
A few moments later.
Should
So we've got a couple of hash browns, just one sausage, some lightly cooked bacon, mushrooms, and scrambled egg in the middle. Oh, sorry, tomato, grilled tomato with a bit of brown on it. That's nice, folks. So this coffee is still hot, so we'll go straight off with, if I can pick this knife up, I'll try these mushrooms. They're quite dry, sometimes they're watery, a bit cold, but nice. Very tasty, the mushrooms. Scrambled egg.
Please leave message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Captain Richard Williams, quite well, had my tablets, thank you very much.
You can drive for 3 days and still be stand back. And the joke is, I want to have a car like that.
We'll try again. Morning. Hello. Lovely. I've had them earlier and I'm out. Thank you. Thanks very much. Bye. So that was a few more mushrooms. And funnily enough, they were warm. So you can't always tell with just one mouthful. Sausage. Smells the same. Tastes the same. Hash brown. Look warm, but tasty. So, as I was saying, if Dawn fancies, we might go to Stratford-upon-Avon today and have a bit of Shakespeare for you. That's cultural, isn't it? So, everything nice up to now. We'll try a bit of this soft looking, lightly cooked bacon, which is just how I like it. Very nice. We'll even have a bit of Heinz ketchup on this sausage. And hash brown. And we'll wrap a mushroom in some bacon, a bit of tomato sauce on it. The hash brown, tomato sauce. That bacon and mushrooms. Excuse me. Very, very tasty. We'll try a mushroom with a bit of sausage. And this sausage is quite lightly cooked, which I'm not used to. Very nice. So we'll put a bit of tomato sauce on this grilled mushroom. Grilled tomato, sorry. Lovely. Followed by some nice mushrooms. A big chunk of scrambled egg. So up to now the staff have been great. The maitre d' welcomed me. He's offered to help me 5 or 6 times. He told me about the hot milk in the coffee machine, which I've never seen. I know most of the coffee machines everywhere I've been on Premier Inns used to do hot milk, but haven't done for a long time. So I don't know if they've gone back to that or whether it's an older machine.
Would you like to take a seat here? Just help yourself to your phone.
So we've got bacon, egg and mushrooms. Beautiful. We've got last 2 little mushrooms, bit of bacon, and some grilled tomato. Beautiful.
Can we do him and no? Do you need any additional items?
Very nice. Listening to the guy that served me, that's waiting on, I said he's very helpful. But up to now he's been very helpful to everybody I've seen. So he's a credit to Premier Inn. Whitbread, who are have massive changes afoot. Many of the staff are going to lose their jobs. A few of them have already been made redundant. That's as Whitbread structures its hotel and food chains across the UK, possibly across Europe. So we've just got a bit of hash brown, tomato sauce and bacon. I've got this last bit of bacon scrambled out. Dipped into the sauce, folks. And voila! Par excellence. Now, Fat Steve, you've not had any toast, and you've not had any porridge. Quite unusual for you. So I'm going to finish this coffee in peace after I've cleaned up. He always cleans up, doesn't he? So I don't know how long I've been going, but I'm going to leave you there, folks. So for now, folks, it's Fat Steve, Spiceheads-Media, on tour with Autistic Bobby. Had my breakfast in the Premier Inn at Birmingham New Street. Everything's called New Street around here. It's probably a street called New Street.
I'll get there. I'd like 3 more coffees. I don't usually have that much coffee as well, so if I just have it, that's why I got these sauces.
See you all later, folks. So, folks, I'm outside the Premier Inn, Birmingham New Street. Do a flick. We'll have a little ride round. So it's quite early. I think it's before 9 o'clock. Clock up there says 6:25, but that's not right. It's got these nice Jehovah's Witnesses this morning I was chatting to earlier. Still vehicles in the street. It's got the rise and fall bollards. So the bank's not open yet. He's opening up on his own. That's unusual. Got the hotel there to the left. So this morning there were 2 people asleep in that doorway, and just as we head up to the hotel, there were a couple there. We've got a big Sports Direct here. Man on low powered scooter. Costa. Oh, theatre. It's not a proper Costa. I don't think it'll have cups. So it's running out. Don't know how far he's going to get. I've come to the end of this square. It's quite bright. Big JD Sports. Elan of London. Nice big cafe or restaurant. Let's just get that sun behind that building as best as we can. And overnight, this is what's so funny about cities and the way they do things. Overnight this seems to have appeared, or I can't remember seeing it yesterday. Otherwise I wouldn't have seen the church, would I? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that appeared overnight. So here we've got a big bowl. Perhaps, is this why they call it the bull ring? Because it's got a bull? I don't know. It's in front of the night shop. So Fat Steve's still trying to light this cigarette. I'll go around this bowl. out of the wind. So I'm not sure how long I was in Premier. So I'm just doing this little bit as a possible filler. Now it's Fat Steve, Spiceheads-Media in beautiful downtown Birmingham, having been to the Premier Inn. Catch you later, folks. Keep safe, everybody. Bye. That sun's blinding me now. Bye bye.
Hi everybody, it's Artist Bobby!
And I'm Fat Steve. And I'm the star of the show, Princess Sandra. And together we're Spicehead-Media.